Yo, what is going on, everybody? Before this video starts, I want to give a big shout out to all the guys who came out to my stream yesterday, and I especially want to give a big shout out to the guys who donated to me through Super Chat. Yesterday was the first time that I had done Super Chat. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun, and I had a few guys to donate to me. So I want to thank Stevie Braun, Chef James Taylor, It's Top Shelf, Miles Mitchell, and King Turbo. All of you guys donated to me through Super Chat. It was really, really cool of you. Thank you. I can't describe how much I appreciate that. But anyways, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so today we are going to be reviewing the hitters that came out in the last content update. I've got to get this video out before the new Legend programs come out later today. We are going to be streaming that too, so be sure to stop by the stream, say hey. You don't have to donate or anything like that. Just come by and chill with us. It should be a lot of fun checking out all the new cards and stuff. But anyways, the first guy that we are going to start out with is Mr. Eddie Murray. Okay, this Eddie Murray card, I probably like this card a lot more than most people do. Offensively, he reminds me a lot of the Paul Molitor, except he's a switch hitter, and the fact that he has really good contact versus righties and lefties, really good power versus righties with really good vision. The only fault in his game is that he doesn't have a ton of pop versus lefties. I mean, 55 is okay, but it's not great. But the thing that really makes his card awesome is the fact that he's a switch hitter. And switch hitters, there really haven't been that many this year that are really good. So having a guy, a 93 overall first baseman that you can plug in at switch as a switch hitter is really valuable when it comes to constructing your lineup and stuff. Yeah, he's not going to be super effective against lefties, but a lot of times having that switch hitter in there and maybe having a couple other ones will kind of tempt guys to just stick with their righty starter, and they won't go to their lefties as often. So I really don't think that power versus lefties thing is that big of a deal. Defensively, he is also very, very solid. He doesn't, like, at first base, I really don't care about defense that much. But he's going to be, with 75 fielding on his glove, I mean, that's pretty reliable. The only bad thing is that he doesn't have great reaction, so you might have a few instances where he does like the Olay animation and stuff like that. But for the most part, this guy is going to be pretty reliable for you over at first base. He doesn't have a ton of speed, but no first baseman do, so that's not that big of a deal. And grading him all up, I gave him an 8.1. Okay, moving on, we've got the 92 overall Fred McGriff card, and this is just kind of like a lot of other first basemen. They're a lefty power hitter that, you know, I guess the one good thing that maybe separates him from a few other guys like Ryan Howard or Chris Davis is that he does have decent contact versus both sides and not just against righties, and his vision is a little bit better than those guys too. So his power may play up from those guys a little bit, but I think those guys might be better because they do overall hit righties much better than this McGriff card. But I think that this is a pretty valuable card. Not super valuable because he plays first base and he doesn't do anything extraordinary, and his defense is really bad. Even though I don't really care, like I said, about first base defense, his is really bad. And he doesn't have a lot of speed or anything like that, so I gave him a fag of 7.0. By the way, guys, I'm not going to be reviewing any of the silver or bronze players that they came out with in the player review just because I don't think any of them are really relevant. None of them are really special in any way, so I don't really see the need to review them. They all just kind of suck. But in this card, he's not a lot better, really, but he is a gold, so I am going to review him. This is the 87 overall Luis Aparicio. This guy has a ton of speed, right? So that's good. And he has pretty good defense at shortstop. That's pretty important, so that's good. Not great defense, but pretty good defense. Offensively, though, this guy is pretty bad. Against righties, he is unusable. Like, 49-16, that is horrific. He does have good vision, so his PCI may be a little bigger than you would expect, but it's still pretty terrible. Against lefties, he's okay. 86-39. He's kind of your typical speed guy. Maybe if, you know, you're looking for speedy middle infielders or something, you could platoon this guy with somebody else. I don't know. I don't think that this card really has that much value, though. I want to put this card really, really low on the fag scale, but the fact of the matter is whenever I put in the formula, his speed and his defense really helped kind of give him a lot of buoyancy, I guess. But his hitting just drug him down so far that there's no way I could even come close to putting him as an average player. So I gave him a fag of a 4.4. Next up is the 86 overall Cal Ripken Jr. card, and this card is actually pretty compelling. Against righties, he's not that great, 57, 71. That 71 power is kind of nice, and the 79 vision may make his contact kind of play up a little bit. And against lefties, he is really good, 74, 86, that's very, very solid. This could be a really interesting budget card for you, like at shortstop, or maybe if there's an event that this guy qualifies for, he could be really effective in that capacity. Plus, he plays really great defense with a really strong arm. So that has some value there too. I do think that this card is above average, and I ended up giving him a fag of a 6.8. Okay, this is another guy who is awfully compelling, Dave Winfield. Typically, Dave Winfield has better defense than this. He still has a strong arm, but this is his impact veteran card. So in his later years, he was probably slowing down a little bit. Offensively, though, he's great. 75, 73, 84 vision, 84, 86. I mean, that's really good. It's not great. Like against righties, you could probably do a lot better in right or left field. Outfield is getting pretty saturated at this point, so I don't really see the need of going out and getting a guy like this. I do think he's above average, though, especially with that arm strength. He's not going to be getting to a ton of balls, but if you're looking to hold the guy at third base or something, and it's pop fly, easy kind of routine play, there's a good chance he could throw that guy out at home with 86 arm strength. Couple that in with his offense, I think you get a well above average player, and I gave him a fag of a 6.4. Okay, last but not least, we have the 92 overall Ryan Braun card. And this card was pretty tough to grade because as a hitter, I kind of like this card. 73, 89 is very good versus righties. I don't like the 46 vision. He does qualify for this event, which is cool. But typically, like in ranked seasons, I would want vision higher than that. But against lefties, he is extremely good. He's a guy that you could definitely platoon with the lefty if you wanted to. It's kind of an interesting card offensively, probably more of a platoon guy that you can put in early in the game, and then if they bring in a righty later on, you don't really have to worry about it because he still hits righties okay. The big problem with this card, though, is his defense is awful. He's not going to have a reliable glove. He's going to make a lot of mistakes for you, a lot of foolish errors. His 71 reaction is pretty nice, but that's still not like great. But it is what it is. The fact that he has 79 speed is also a bonus because there aren't too many third basemen with really good speed. Like I can only think of a couple off the top of my head. You got the Paul Molitor who has pretty good speed, like Jose Ramirez, Eduardo Nunez has pretty good speed. But outside of that, there really aren't that many guys that do. So that speed is kind of a nice thing. David Wright, I guess, too, is a guy who has pretty good speed. So that's pretty nice. But his fielding is so bad, and the fact that he hits lefties better than righties, that brought his fag way down. So I ended up giving him a fag of a 7.1. That's just what was churned out when I put it in the formula. I don't know. This card could be better than that. It could have more utility than that, but I just can't get past the terrible defense. Like, even if he had average defense, like 70 to mid-70s or something like that, or could maybe play left field or something, I would probably give him almost a full point higher. But at this point, with that terrible defense and the fact that you have to play him at third, I just couldn't do it. So a fag of a 7.1 for Ryan Braun. And guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share it with a friend. Come by, check out my streams, guys. We've been having a lot of fun on the channel lately. Everybody is coming out. Everybody's been super cool. I love you guys. I really do. None of this would be possible without you guys. And I know I'm still a pretty small channel that's growing. That's growing at a pretty good rate, but I'm still really small, and it's just super exciting to me that people watch my shit and they find it somewhat entertaining. It's really cool. It's kind of a humbling experience. But anyways, guys, I will see y'all later on today in the stream when we check out all these new dope ass programs and everything. So please stay tuned for that, and I will see y'all later. Peace.